Night falls quietly over the forests of Kentucky. The trees stand tall and unmoving, their branches tangled like claws against the sky. Crickets sing, the wind breathes low, and somewhere in the distance, metal groans softly. It is the sound of a bridge, old, narrow, and unforgiving. They call it Pope Lick Bridge. Most people pass it without knowing its name. Others know the name and never return. Long before fear had a face, long before stories were whispered in frightened voices, this land was just another stretch of forest. A creek flowed beneath a steel railroad trestle, and trains crossed it day and night, shaking the earth as they passed. But something changed. Something woke up. No one knows exactly when the sightings began. Only that people started talking. They spoke of a figure standing at the edge of the tracks late at night. Tall, still, watching. At first, it was dismissed as imagination, a trick of moonlight, a shadow cast by trees. But then people began to disappear. Teenagers, explorers, wanderers. Those who went near the bridge after dark described the same feeling, a pressure in the air, a sense of being watched. Some said they heard their names whispered softly, carried by the wind. Others claimed they heard cries for help, desperate and human, echoing from the tracks ahead. When they followed the voice, they stepped onto the bridge. And that was when panic set in. The bridge was narrow. There was nowhere to run. And the trains came fast. By morning, only broken silence remained. As deaths increased, so did the stories. The shadow on the bridge was given a name, the Pope Lick Monster. They said it was half man, half goat. A twisted body with long limbs, hooves scraping against steel, and eyes that glowed faintly in the dark. Some claimed it carried an axe. Others said it never touched its victims at all. It didn't need to. Fear did the work for it. According to legend, the creature lured people onto the bridge using voices that sounded familiar. A friend, a sibling, a loved one. The moment a person stepped onto the tracks, the illusion broke and terror took over. But by then it was too late. Some believed the monster fed on fear. Others believed it was cursed, born from tragedy. One old story tells of a traveling circus that passed through the area decades ago. Among its performers was a man with strange features, mocked and mistreated. When a train derailed near the bridge, the circus vanished. The man was never found. Some say he still wanders there. Another version speaks of darker origins, rituals performed in secret, experiments gone wrong, or a curse tied to the land itself. Each version different, each more disturbing than the last. But all stories end at the same place, the bridge. Despite warnings, people continued to visit. Some came for thrill, some for proof, some because they didn't believe. They brought cameras, flashlights, friends. Most returned shaken, silent. A few never returned at all. Authorities insisted the deaths were accidents. The bridge, they said, was active, dangerous. Trains still passed regularly. But the locals knew something else was there, something that didn't appear on any report. They knew because they could feel it. Even during the day, the place felt wrong. The forest too quiet, the air too heavy. At night, it was unbearable. Those who dared to stand near the bridge after midnight reported seeing a shape move against the darkness. Not running, not hiding, just watching, waiting. Sometimes a voice followed, soft, calm, inviting. Come closer. The monster was never seen clearly, and maybe that was the point. Fear grows stronger in the unknown. Years passed, and the legend spread far beyond Kentucky. The Pope Lick Monster became a warning tale, shared around campfires, passed through whispers, told in shaky voices late at night. But legends don't survive without truth. And the truth was this: people kept dying. Whether by fear, panic, or something far darker, the bridge continued to claim lives. Each tragedy fed the legend, making the monster more real with every passing year. Today, the bridge still stands. Trains still cross it. The forest still waits. Some nights, fog rolls in thick and low, swallowing the tracks and muting every sound. On those nights, locals swear they hear footsteps on the bridge, slow, deliberate, uneven, hooves on metal, and sometimes Just before a train roars through the darkness, a voice drifts out of the fog. A familiar voice, calling a name. If you ever find yourself near Pope Lick Bridge after dark, remember this. The monster may not chase you. It may not touch you. All it has to do is call you closer. And once you step onto the tracks, the bridge decides your fate.